Morning gang, 5:30. Happy Saturday to you. About to go hit this full body workout. You know we've already been up, reading scripture, hydrating, got the push-ups in. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably already saw that. But been doing upper lower lately, and this week was a bit of a funky week, so I kind of just want to tie everything together with a full body workout to end it off strong. So yeah, let's get to it. This morning, my phone was updating and my alarm wasn't going off. And I thought it was funny because my body was just naturally up. Just naturally was up at like 4:15, almost with like a slight paranoia of like, I feel like my alarm's not gonna go off. I just had like this gut feeling. And it's funny that when you take those initial baby steps and you get into a good routine, your body gets into a flow state. Getting up becomes effortless. Avoiding the cheat meals becomes effortless. Working out when you don't want to, it just becomes part of the flow. But in order to get into that flow state, you have to get over that initial hump of starting to begin with. Most people never even get over that hump to start, to experience the ease of the flow state once you have the right systems, the right structures in place. I know for me, anchoring my day with the right wake up time and the right morning routine absolutely just changed everything. And even for my guy, Paul, my client that I'm working with, just adjusting that wake up and that sleep time, like that first morning block, changed his whole day. It gives you so much positive momentum when you have the right structure in place for the morning, so that you don't only just win inside the gym, but you're winning outside of it. Follow through in real life, because that's the majority of your time. You're only in the gym for what, an hour and a half, only 4 days a week. That's a minority. You got to make sure you're winning outside with the right structure. Power clean's a nice full body compound. Pairing it with our first upper movement, weighted pull-ups, get that pulling compound out of the way. Then we'll get into some pushing and more of some legs here right after. Pairing power clean and weighted pull-ups, because supersetting with the pull-up, you get more pulling power starting out the gate for the power clean. And yeah, it just feels a lot smoother, and it's a nice pump too. Might seem a bit unconventional, but life never gives you conventional, easy tasks at hand. It's always demanding more from you. So I love to challenge myself with tricky supersets like this. Get into some straight explosive work. I'm gonna do some explosive push-ups and then knee jumps as well. This is less muscle demand and more of a nervous system, fast twitch demand. And that's kind of more of what I'm going after on this full body workout, because I was loading my muscles with more hypertrophy stuff all week with less explosive output. This is the work that makes me twitchy. This is the work that makes me explosive, helps me jump higher, and just feel more athletic in general. That shit is super fatiguing. Definitely getting a good pump. Not even really going for a pump here, but exactly what I'm looking for. I'm trying to exhaust my nervous system. It's kind of like that feeling, if you guys are retired athletes, towards the end of the game, you still got to be explosive. Even when you're tired, even when life's hitting you hard, you still got to be able to be explosive and give it your all. You can't roll over. And after kind of 2 minutes of rest and kind of do the set with a belt and on a machine with knee sleeves, it's not going to happen. Everything I do is raw. If you can't hit her raw, she ain't yours. But
Those crazy eights are an absolute forearm blaster, and it hits your full body really well. So now, end the session with some isometrics for my quads, knees, and foot and ankle complex. ISOs just help me kind of stay fresh when I'm doing all this super intense training. ISOs are definitely the difference maker, keeping me healthy, keeping me in the game for longer, without having to take like weeks off or getting hurt or getting set back with an injury. So do that, and then we'll wrap up with some core, then pretty quick in and out full body workout. Those supersets you were seeing there with the knee jumps, the clap push-ups, even power cleans and weighted pull-ups, those supersets are the difference makers. The difference of training for full capability versus just strength, because you can build your body, through hypertrophy, through just traditional strength training, but you'll be lacking that explosive output, because the knee jumps and the clap push-ups, for example, that's all nervous system demand. None of it was like, all right, let's just absolutely destroy like your chest or your legs. It's like, how fast and how violently can you produce force in your upper and your lower half? And that's what's that's what has allowed me to maintain my athleticism, even being long retired. And it's also what allows me to maintain my athleticism just as I continue to age and get farther and farther removed from my sport. And I'll be athletic well into my 30s, 40s, God willing, I'm still here, still alive on this earth. And along with allowing me to express that force physically, it's like being physically electric does something for me internally. If you're a former athlete, you can probably relate, where it's like something about just like doing that shit, it's like brings back nostalgia. I don't know if that's what it is, but it's almost like the ability to express my body in that manner makes me feel so, like indescribable, but it makes me feel so good internally, It's like I still have access to that piece of me, and I truly believe everyone has access to that piece. Even if you're fucking 30, 40, 50 years old, it's gonna look a little different because you can't beat Father Time, but we all have access to that because life is always gonna demand something like that from us. It's always gonna demand, if you're fucking moving furniture, if something falls, you have to catch it, you gotta pick up your kid, we're all athletes. It's just not always on paper, and people are so quick to write themselves off, then they stop training, and they fucking pull a hip, fuck up their back, get injured, and they wonder why, because their bodies are not prepared for anything. It's a huge reason why I train the way I do. Strength, explosiveness, and overall capability to be prepared for whatever comes my way. Now we're just heading back to the crib, gonna get a nice breakfast in. Normally I don't have any carbs in the morning, but since we hit the gym, I gotta replenish those glycogen stores. I don't know why I winked. So I'm gonna get a nice protein, nice fat. I'm probably gonna do ground beef, eggs, and sweet potato. Absolutely killer start to the day. Pretty efficient session. You don't have to be in there for hours on end. I appreciate y'all for watching. I post way more in-depth stuff on my Instagram and more frequently as well. Just kind of documenting like my whole day, constantly posting reels and stuff. So if you haven't, I'll put that in the description if you guys want to check it out. I appreciate you watching. Peace.